Hey, and welcome back to the channel, everybody. How you all doing? Been a while since I put a video out in the sim racing domain, showcasing my 4 Degree of Freedom motion simulator platform. And the great thing about this video today is that this track you see that I am racing on, this is called One Raceway. It is located around an hour from where I live, just outside the township of Goulburn in New South Wales, Australia. And in a month's time, I have booked in for a track day on this track, the 5th of November, and I'll be taking my 1969 Ford Falcon XW, which is what I've loaded up to drive today in Assetto Corsa on this track. Now, when this track was released for Assetto Corsa, the track was still known as Wakefield Park. It subsequently closed down because of complaints from local residents about the noise, about the smell, about the fact their dogs were being upset. And so, yeah, there was quite a lot of pressure put on the owners of the track to shut the track down. Thankfully for Australia, really in general, because we've lost a lot of racetracks, people rallied and a deal was done to make some improvements, some noise improvements, which basically sort of came via a bulldozer, but being able to push up basically some 13-metre high walls around the perimeter of the track. So then they were able to get it over the line for noise complaints. And the track has been resurfaced, it's been reopened. It's now known as One Raceway. Now this is a shout out to my buddy Kim, who is also in the Falcon GT Club of Canberra, a car club that we're in. He's coming on the day. He actually was the one that rang me and said, look, I'm doing this track day on the 5th of November, you should jump on board. And he is racing his 1969 Ford Falcon XW as well. Both of us on the day will have the same cars, and I'm really looking forward to it. So Kim, a shout out to you. Man, you should get your ass over to my house and you should jump on my motion simulator you can see up in the right hand corner there, and you should do some practice laps, man. I know you've raced this track a couple of times, which is more than what I can say I have. I haven't raced it at all, only in the simulator world like we are here. But if you really want to sort of get familiar with the layout of the track more, you should come over and do a couple of hours in the motion sim. It's quite a tight track for a big car, really. Probably suit a medium, smaller sort of medium-size cars, though I have seen the Australian, not touring car, well they are I guess, they're the Australian touring car masters. I've seen videos on YouTube of the Ford XY racing on this track with similar era cars. You can have a look around and see that race on YouTube, and they were certainly belting around, but it's going to be a handful on this very tight track. It's only around, it's just a tad over 2 kilometres in length. It's quite a challenging track. I'm looking forward to doing it on the day. I'll get some video on the day. I'll post it on my channel of the track, of the cars running around, and give you guys out there a little bit of a look at this very cool track, which is very conveniently located, like I said, only about an hour away from where I live. You know, I'm getting a reasonably realistic experience because of my motion sim here. The accesses I've got set up with my motion sim include a surge, traction loss too, so you can see there where I lost control of the rear end of the car there and my motion sim sort of swung out to the left. It really does a great job of simulating traction loss, and with the surge axis, braking and accelerating, sort of, you know, it lunges you forward on braking and it pushes you back on acceleration. Those G-forces you would experience in a real car do come through in the sim. So, you know, it's giving me a level at least of realism, which is, you know, way above what you'd be if you were just sitting at in a static rig, or just with a simulator wheel sort of clamped to a table or something. Having a motion sim certainly does bring it home a lot more than those other ways that you would experience a simulated racing track like this. The challenge for me is going to be that, you know, this simulator drive, this is a manual XW. So I've got the advantage of being able to use engine brake. Of course, you need to be able to heel and tow. You can't really see that on the sim because it's hidden by the wheel, but I do have to heel and tow all the time on my change downs. I'm constantly on the brake as well as the accelerator to match that, to rev match on the gear change downs. So it's going to be more challenging for me actually on the day in a month's time because my Ford Falcon XW is an automatic. I'm running a fully manualised Ford Pattern C5 transmission, which is a beefed up C4 which I built with quite a lot of race components. So it's a strong box, it'll be pretty good, but it's not going to be the same as having really like manual engine brake. I'm going to be relying on my brakes a heck of a lot more than I am in this simulator driving where I can use a lot more engine brake. But my friend Kim, who's been on this track a couple of times with his 69 XW, he also has an auto. He's running an FMX, Ford FMX automatic transmission. He pretty much, raced around the track in second, other than down the straight where in this car we're getting to, in this simulator car, it's getting to around 110 miles an hour. I don't know what it's going to be like in my Ford Falcon. I'll probably be a bit scary getting up to 110 miles an hour and then slamming the brakes on at the end. My car's only got drum brakes in the rear. It's got drilled and slotted rotors in the front, but the rear is only drum, and I'll be making a few changes. I'm going to change out my pads to racing pads, front and back, and I'm going to put some high temp brake fluid in as well. I'll flush my system and go with some high temp brake fluid and try and make sure that the car's set up the best it can be for, you know, throwing it around this track on a track day. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll let you watch the rest of this out without me yabbering on. On the day, I'll get video of the track day with myself and Kim and whoever else comes along with us. I'll throw it up on the channel. You can actually see our real life Ford Falcon XW sort of running around on the track. Well, until I see you guys in the next video, you stay safe, stay healthy, and take it easy out there.